So, and what's happening also is that there are increases in cancer. Brain cancer in children is up 68%. By the way, these numbers are from like 2003, 2004. In fact, I was actually on the World Health Organization website and doing some studies and looking at studies, and of course we haven't submitted any new information since 2005. And in 2005, and I said this earlier today, we've spent over $6,900 per person to get well, and we're still like one of the sickest countries in the world. Somewhere, I've read anywhere from the 12th, the 18th, to the 37th sickest nation. Anyway, brain cancer is up in babies. Testicular cancer is up in young guys between 16 and 27, is up like 67%. Breast cancer is showing up in younger women. We're seeing this in the health food stores every day. And men are developing breast cancer in record numbers. And prostate cancers are another cancer that is up and taking lives. And all of these things, the prostate, the testicles, the ovaries, the breast, brain, all made with fat. And what's in the fat? Toxins. So you can begin to see how chemicals play a role in creating cancer in the bodies. So that's one thing. So obviously you want to do a detoxification and cleansing, and we'll get back to that. The second thing that we talked about, or maybe the first I mentioned, was viruses. What's interesting about a virus is that a virus is not active outside the body. That's why on some levels, there's no such thing as a true viral vaccine. Because a virus only becomes active once it's inside a host, and there it can burrow into a cell, alter the DNA of the cell so that it can replicate itself, and then the cell will explode with 1 billion new viruses. The way that the immune system is able to nullify or vanquish viruses is like, what happens is that the virus wears, I'll use an analogy of a raincoat. And so that what it does is it attaches itself to the cell and burrows into the cell. However, it leaves the raincoat on the outside. And eventually the immune system figures out how to attack the raincoat. And so when the cell explodes and you have all these cells running around, the immune system will track down the raincoats and thus destroy the virus. And that's why on some levels, you get over a viral infection, and the length of time it takes will be proportionate to the health of your immune system. And we'll come back and I'll tell you how to make your immune system healthy. Because the viruses, and then also what happens even with the corruption from chemicals, your immune system is involved in protecting your body from this corruption. And that's why it's so vitally important to strengthen your immune system. And I'll give you methods and techniques for all of that. The last thing are free radicals. And free radicals take place whenever you ingest something, a chemical that has an unpaired electron, and they usually call it singlet oxygen. And what the deal is everything in nature seeks balance and harmony except man. Because we think we're smarter than Mother Nature, and we think we're smarter than God, therefore it's okay, we can do whatever we will, damn well please. But the truth of the matter is that nature seeks balance and harmony. Our minds seek balance and harmony, and our bodies seek balance and harmony. So here you ingest something that turns out to be a singlet oxygen. I'll use that as an example. And what that means in English is that oxygen molecules or oxygen atoms have 2 positrons in the nucleus and 1 electron in the outer orbit. And they're supposed to have 2 for balance. Well, because it doesn't have that other electron, negative charge, it's going to pull it from somewhere. So it'll go and find it and pull it from another atom. Well, that is going to set up a chain reaction, and that will ultimately damage cells. That's why they know, medicine knows that oxidative stress creates cellular damage and it is a cause of diseases. So let's go back over. So for chemicals, one of the things you want to do, obviously, is avoid them as much as humanly possible. The other thing that you want to do is a detoxification and cleansing program. Now, you have an ongoing detoxification process all the time because every cell eats, breathes, drinks, and processes waste. And where is all of that waste? Plus the fact that some of the cells die, all of that waste is in your bloodstream. So you can begin to see the process going back to cell building. So to strengthen your detoxification process requires nutrients like molybdenum, iron, zinc, manganese. The easy thing to do is go to the local health food store and see what products they have designed for detoxifying, and there you'll see the nutrients. Or you could go to my website, michaelshealth.com, and there are formulas there, and there's all the factors that are necessary for blood detoxification, and that will tell you how the body works from that perspective. Also, if you want to clean out the intestinal tract and the colon, because your intestinal tract is where 70% of your immune system resides, because its goal is to try to protect you from ingesting any of the stuff from the get-go. One of the best nutrients for your immune system is vitamin A. Absolutely key, because one of the things that vitamin A does is it will go and strengthen every mucous membrane that you have that's exposed to the air. Vitamin A, key ingredient. It also goes to your thymus to help the T cells mature so that they can go out and do battle with other aspects of the immune system. Now, getting back to the colon, or the intestinal tract, there are, like I said, 70% of the immune system operates there to protect you from ingesting stuff. Sometimes people will have irritable bowel, colitis, diverticulitis. All of these can be utilized or eliminated using herbs like slippery elm, marshmallow. Those two will soothe any irritation to the villi. White oak, bayberry, they will shrink the inflammation. In terms of cleansing, and by the way, one of the other nice things about slippery elm is it'll break up any phlegm and mucus that you have in your intestinal tract from dairy or wheat. Because sometimes people will take a supplement and say, well, I'm not getting the benefits from the supplement I should. My first question is always, how's your digestion? Well, my digestion is great, it's the product. Second question, do you do dairy? And if you all do dairy, know that your body is creating phlegm and mucus in the intestinal tract, and it may stop the uptake of nutrients, which may be one of the reasons why you're not getting all of the benefits that you think you should from your supplements. Okay? As you go further down, there's also the possibility of parasites. To get rid of parasites, because parasites can also create havoc in your system, take a look at pumpkin seed, garlic, papaya seeds. Okay, because if you travel anywhere in a tropical world and you go to a shaman, a curandero, and a turista, and you tell them that you have parasites, the first thing they'll tell you to do is go chew papaya seeds. They have the same kind of a chemical that pumpkin seeds do, and it will kill the parasites. So you have that.